What is up, YouTube? It's Isaiah Malonson, and in this video, I'm going to go over the Wholesale Mastery Starter Pack, continue where I left off. If you don't know by now, my name is Isaiah Malonson. I made 250K this year alone. Last year, I was dead broke, living at my mom's house, and I did this all from wholesale real estate. Okay. In this video, I'm just going to go over how I structure my business in wholesale real estate. Okay. In this video, we're going to go over lead management. If you want this document, just click the link below. You'll have it for free. You could edit it, make a copy of it, sell it, whatever you want to do with it. Don't matter. I'm giving this away for free because my goal is to help 50 people close their first wholesale deal this year. All right, so let's get into it. If you want to see the videos on getting started in lead generation, they should be in this playlist. All right, so lead management. After we generated the leads, right? We got everything. We generated the leads. We got the cold callers. We got our list. We skip traced it. Um, we set up our podio. Our podio. That's the most important thing in lead generation. You want to make sure that you set your podio up first. Okay, gonna click on that video, setting up your podio. Okay, lead management. So when you have podio, you want to set up tasks for yourself to remind yourself to follow up with the leads. Okay. Just because, you might get one, two, three leads a day from the cold callers, but not every lead is going to be, a deal, obviously, or every lead is not going to be a hot lead or a warm lead. So you're going to want to follow up with a lot of them. So you're going to want to put tasks, make sure that you always never leave a lead in Podio without putting a task on it. Number one, always. Okay, use old follow-up leads to call and nurture to assist in hitting the KPIs. Okay, if y'all don't know about the KPIs, um, these are the KPIs that you track for the business. Now, if you use this KPI spreadsheet, you could see everything that's at least mandatory to track, and how much of those you should be hitting every single day, right? But you want to use, so to get the conversations, I know conversations is a KPI, offers, things like that. You want to use these old leads and make sure you nurture them, not only to nurture them and build that relationship with that lead, but also to hit your KPIs for the day, you know, and leads come from that. But that's number one. As far as follow up, you want to keep everything in Podio. All your leads have to stay in Podio. Your whole business is being operated out of Podio. That is your operating system. That is your customer relationship management system. Your whole business is out of Podio right now. So you have to make sure that every single lead that you have has a task on it to follow up and nurture whatever you got to do. Okay. Now, systems and processes. You got to make sure all the leads are organized and set up properly. Again, just go through the Podio video and it'll teach you how to do how I set up my leads and how I set up the way that the lead presents itself. When you're looking, I think it's called a card on Podio. So you want to set up a follow-up sequence for cold, warm, and hot leads. So me personally, this is really the metrics that I use whenever following up. I never really put someone a year to follow up with. The most I would do is 6 months, and that's rarely. But one day, 3 days, 7 days, 14, 30, 60, 90 days, then you have 6 months, you got 1 year. So for cold leads, I always put 30 days. I just always put a task to put them into a cold drip campaign in 30 days. Like if I get on a call with a lead and he says, no, I'm not interested, or it's just not a good fit or whatever, from that day, on that day after I get off the phone with him, I would put a task in there to follow up with him or to put him into cold follow-up drip in 30 days. Warm leads, I usually follow up with those weekly. It just depends on the lead. Sometimes you'd follow up with them, 3 days, 3 to 7 days for the warm leads, hot leads every day, multiple times a day if they don't answer. Hot leads, you just want to be on top of them because those are the money makers, the immediate money makers. So yeah, make sure to have 20 conversations a day. These are the KPI notes. This is really big. I know that these are really, really helpful as far as hitting the KPIs. You want to go over these, really instill these into your brain. Okay, moving the needle forward, non-negotiables. These are the KPIs. KPIs are non-negotiables. KPIs are how you know that you're making traction slash moving forward in your business or not. This is 100% true. If you want to improve anything in your life, you have to be able to measure it. Anything that's measured can be improved. Okay. So what are we measuring? We have to make sure that we're measuring income producing activities, the correct income producing activities, which are 9 times out of 10, if you're in wholesale real estate, the income producing activities are being on the phone, so your talk time, and how many offers. Okay. On top of that, like a layer deeper than that is how many contracts you get signed each and every month. 20 conversations a day, 3 offers a day. Each offer should be 30 minutes each. You want to try to build a relationship as best as you can on each of those offer calls, and then you want 4 contracts signed every single month. So that's 1 contract a week. Got to make those happen. Those are non-negotiables. If you want to make sure that your business lives, if you want to guarantee that you have money, then you have to guarantee that your KPIs are being hit. It's a non-negotiable. If you want to make money, point blank, period. Businesses run off of numbers and KPIs. So if you don't check your KPIs, there's a good probability that you are just running in circles, making yourself feel like you're busy when you're actually getting nowhere. It's facts. All six-figure and million-dollar businesses run off of KPIs. That's also a fact. KPIs should be measured. You tell me. Comment under this video if you know a six-figure or not even six-figure, $1 million business that doesn't have KPIs or doesn't track its numbers. You tell me, put it in the comments. OnlyFans doesn't count. Even OnlyFans has KPIs. They got to post a certain amount of pictures every day, you know? Everything has KPIs. So KPIs should be measured every day, week, month, 90 days, quarter, and year. 100% true. KPIs must be clear, concise, and extremely specific. Like I said, I don't just say, notice how I say 20 conversations and 3 offers, right? That's the gist of it. But I know that my KPIs are much deeper than that. For instance, the 3 offers, 30-minute script offers. What is a script offer? That has its own definition too. A script offer is when I read the intro word for word, I check off all the checkpoints of my Zillow script, and I make sure that I give them the virtual withdrawal number at the end, uh, or when I'm giving the offer. And the phone call has to be 30 minutes. That is 1 offer call. That's me hitting the KPI. I have to do that 3 times a day, right? Same thing with the 20 conversations. It's not just 20 random conversations. There's verbal conversations and text conversations. They have to be extremely specific. If you leave anything up for chance, that means that there's a chance that that might not improve. You got to be real with yourself and be honest. That's how growth starts, with honesty. Three script cash offers a day. Again, this is just the KPI. A script cash offer is when you call a brand new homeowner that you have never made an offer on before. Read through the script with them, extract the 4 pillars from them: motivation, condition, timeline, price, and make a cash offer to the homeowner for their property that you are confident in. This is the most important KPI. Master the basics and the fundamentals. There's a 90% chance that your first wholesale deal will be a cash deal. Take this for what it is. Like, I just regurgitated what I already had written down without me reading it. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Take this to heart, use this to your advantage, implement these, be real and honest with yourself, and you will make some money. Okay, the 20 conversations. A conversation is when you have said a sentence, verbal or text. See, this isn't just, come on. A conversation is when you have a sentence, verbal or text, to a homeowner in regards to them selling their property, and that same homeowner has also responded with a sentence back to you regarding them selling their property. Extremely specific. No way around it. Have 20 of those a day. 10 conversations must be with new leads that you have never had a conversation with before, and 10 conversations can be follow-up calls or text. Okay, this is also the second, no, this is also the second most important KPI and will drastically improve your odds of success. Okay, I even go deeper. Okay, the guarantee. This is a guarantee. If you follow these KPIs every day, week, and month while consciously trying to improve every single day, I promise you, you will get a wholesale deal in 90 days or less. I guarantee it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Take this information and do with it what you will. Um, but this is real shit, okay? Pete, you'll pay people tens of thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars for these courses, telling you all this shit that I'm just telling you here right now for free. This is tens of thousands of dollars and thousands of hours of knowledge and experience and trial and error. Like I'm giving this away to you for free. Take this and like run with it for real. If you follow these KPIs every day, week, month, while consciously trying to improve every single day, right? You do them consecutively, you'll get a deal. It would be unreasonable for you to not get a wholesale deal in 90 days or less if you follow these KPIs every single day. Remember that. Remember that when you feel like giving up. It would be unreasonable. It would be highly unlikely for you to not get a wholesale deal in 90 days or less if you follow these KPIs every single day. Honestly, at this point, what I tell my students is I tell them that it's actually impossible to not get a wholesale deal in 90 days or less if you follow these KPIs every single day, given that, the world doesn't end, you know? Um, by 90 days, I mean 90 consecutive working days. And by working days, I mean days that you hit these KPIs. So I'm very exact and specific when it comes to this. And you have to be the same way with your business. If you can measure it, if you can't measure it, then you can't improve it. That's a quote. Okay, let's keep going. Now that we got the KPIs down, okay, we got the leads coming in. We're generating the leads. They're coming in. We know how to get our leads from Zillow and our cold callers. They're coming in. They're sending us leads. Boom, boom, boom. We have our Podio set up. Okay. Now, this is the qualifiers for a lead. Okay. Listen, this is how this is just my qualifiers. Just giving you literally what I do in my business. So, qualifications for a lead. If it's sent in by the cold callers. If it's sent in by the cold callers, it's a lead. Or if you made an offer on Zillow. Bonus. This is only for like the winners, the hardcore, the people who like really want to get a wholesale deal. They don't want to waste any time. They don't want to any time that free time that they have, they want to use it as, efficiently as possible to get them towards their goal. They're going to make offers on Zillow as well. And when you make an offer on a house on Zillow, doesn't matter what the condition is, whatever, import it into the leads, into your web form, into Podio. Okay, so that is what qualifies as a new lead. Okay, now a net lead. What's a net lead? A net lead is like an actual lead, like the leads that you want to follow up with. A lead that's not a dead lead, right? A new lead still has the possibility of being a dead lead. So qualifications for a net lead, it's off market, not on Zillow or on the MLS. If, we got it from the cold caller. They are not assholes. That's one of my disqualifiers. I don't deal with assholes. They could fuck off. Okay. Discounted price or serious motivation in a pain point. Discounted price or serious. So if they don't have a discounted price, but they have a serious motivation and pain point, it's a net lead. Okay. So if it's off market, they're not assholes and they have a discounted price or they have some sort of motivation, doesn't matter what it is, they have some sort of motivation or a discounted price, it's staying in my CRM and I will call them as often as I feel necessary. Okay, so but if they don't have a discounted price and there isn't serious motivation and it's fixed up, it's disqualified. So for me, a disqualifier, what I don't have in here is my disqualifiers. If it's on market and totally fixed up and they have no other houses that they want to sell, then it's not a lead. It's not a lead. They don't know anybody. Like, no, it's not a lead. So qualifications for a hot lead. This is the hot leads. You want to lock them up under contract as soon as possible, right? Just these simple formulas. If the ARV, or I mean, if the Zestimate or the ARV, I usually go for the Zestimate, but if the Zestimate or ARV, whichever is lower, right? Whichever is lower out of these two. If that is $150,000 or more, then the max allowable offer is $100,000 below the Zestimate slash ARV. For example, if the Zestimate is 200,000, then the MAO is 100,000. Does that make sense? We wanted 100 grand less than the Zestimate or the ARV. Okay, if it's 150 grand or more. Okay, so if it's 300,000, our max allowable offer is 200,000. Okay, if the Zestimate or the ARV, whichever is lower, is below 150, then the max allowable offer is $50,000 below the Zestimate or the ARV, or 50% of the Zestimate or ARV. Okay, so if the Zestimate is 120, then the MAO is 60 to 70,000. Pretty simple. That's what I use. That's my simple formula that I use to make offers, to qualify if it's a hot lead, to see if it's worth something. Get used to just using that as a lens to look at properties. And it'll help you a lot in the long run. You'll save a lot of time. Okay, now, if you have any questions about how I comp, how I find the ARV or anything, These are the three best videos to watch that I made. What to do if there are no comps, how to run comps in 30 seconds or less, and how to find the ARV on Zillow, find comps, make an offer price, and I think estimate repairs, I think is what it says. I'm not sure, but those are the three best videos for evaluating a property. Now, gathering information. This is just another part of lead management. You use the lead submission form every time that you're on the phone with a lead. Every time that you're on the phone with the lead, um, you want to make sure that you have that web form up. You put in as when they say, what's your name? You put it in there. The number, as they're talking, you're typing. Stop using a fucking notebook. Stop not writing stuff down. Put it in your web form immediately as they talk. When you hang up the phone, then you can maybe edit some of the notes, but use the web form, guys. It's extremely important. You're going to thank yourself so much that you did it. I'm telling you, I'm doing this is from experience and from thousands of dollars being spent, tens of thousands of dollars being spent, and thousands of hours being worked. Okay. Motivation questions from the script. Use the Zillow script. Kill it. Doesn't matter if you're calling Zillow or if you're calling the cold callers, the cold call leads. Use the Zillow script. Okay. Just change up the intro. Instead of saying, I seen your house on Zillow, just be like, hey, you were trying to sell your house at Main Street, 123 Main Street. That's it. Just change the intro. But so yeah, this is lead management. Okay. What is lead management? It's just you managing the leads. It's literally it. It's in the title. Managing the leads. You're going to use Podio to organize it. You're going to have the right systems and processes to when to follow up, how to follow up. Make sure that they all are set up. Just make sure that you follow that setting up Podio video. Where did I put it? Yeah, right here. Make sure to watch this video. It's very important. It's very simple. Um, But once you get the leads, you just want to make sure that you're following up with them correctly in the right sequence and you're tracking what you're doing every single day, right? So you're keeping these KPI notes, making the most of them. You're tracking them every single day in the spreadsheet that I give you. Okay, let's scroll up, get that spreadsheet, that KPI right here. You're using the KPI spreadsheet that I give you. I'm literally giving you guys everything. There is no fucking excuse. Okay. Now, if you want me to work, if you want to work with me one on one to like help you implement this and just hold your hand through all this, then just DM me on Instagram or actually there's a link below where you could book a call with me for 30 minutes and we could just talk about it. But only book a call if you're serious. Okay, guys? If you don't have, the money to really invest in yourself right now, then just take the free information and implement it as best as you can. Okay? And when you start making some money from it, hit me up. I'll help you get to the next level after that, or I'll just show you whatever I'm doing. But take this free course, take this free information, make the most out of it. Make sure to hit the like button if you got any value out of this. Comment any of your thoughts or if you have any questions about this. And subscribe because I'm dropping weekly videos. I'm trying to drop this whole thing this week. Okay, I'm probably gonna take 2 weeks, but I'm dropping weekly videos about wholesale real estate, self-improvement, and just life in general. Again, if you want to work with me one-on-one, just click the link below to book a call with me. And we'll see if you're a good fit. Besides that, y'all know what to do. Stay motivated.